Hi, I'm Dr. Paul, and I wanted to go over with you a dramatic, eye-opening experience that I have had over the last month. I've been telling my patients for probably 20 years plus to don't overexpose yourself to Wi-Fi, cell phone, etc. Uh, and when I was probably in about 2003, Wi-Fi was avoided, and I decided that it was too inconvenient. So at least maybe we would turn off the Wi-Fi at night when we sleep. Well, it was on during the day because you needed it. And my kids were very young at that time. Now they're 19 and 17 years old. It's 2020, and when a friend of mine, doctor friend of mine, remediated my home recently, even though I had some protection, I've tried all different types of devices, and nothing really made a significant difference. When we remediated our home, my eyes were opened. She, one, and we all had better sleep. We all had a sense of less anxiety and more calm and more peace. But one of my daughters that was struggling so much with learning difficulties, reading difficulties, math difficulties, was getting chronic headaches, fatigue issues, irritability, super anxiety, sometimes even suicidal thoughts. I did everything on her. I mean, I did a blood test on her. I did hair tests on her to analyze her mineral status. I gave her supplements. She was faithful to do that. I even did pulse electromagnetic field therapy. And there was some help, but not significant. When we remediated our home, night and day, it's been about a month and a half now, and we're getting more family time together. It's more peaceful, more fun together. These phones that I'm recording on a phone right now, I've got it remediated though, so it's good. The technology is good until it causes a problem, and scientists are calling this an epidemic of biblical proportion, because we have started with 2G, Wi-Fi. They're going now to the Wi-Fi's are now 5.0 decked. They're getting stronger. The cell phones are getting stronger with now 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G, and then they're going to go 6G in 2030. So it's not going to get any better, but the value of invisible technology is profound. It's uniting our world together through the internet, and so we can't get rid of it. The good news is it's simple to fix it, and it doesn't cost that much when it compares to getting cancer, for example. They call EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies. In the WHO, the World Health Organization, classifies it as a class 2 carcinogen, which is possible carcinogen. So, and then there's a couple of scientific unbiased organizations that classify this as a class 1 carcinogen, which is probable. So, do you want to take the risk, and not protect yourself, even though the cell phone industry doesn't really tell you that it's bad for you? Well, in their own literature, they say that keep the cell phone at least 1 inch away from your head when you're talking. Why would they say that if it's not harming you in any way? So there are risks, and I don't care how many studies are there, though there's thousands of studies in the military, thousands of studies by unbiased organizations that determine that EMFs are damaging our bodies. Even if they weren't there, I know what my daughter is experiencing, and I know the greater peace that we're experiencing in our household, the greater fun that we're having in our household, greater family times. I will never ever go back. So go through this blog and learn about EMFs. Go to the links on there. Watch the videos, because if you are having Wi-Fi in your home, which you probably are, I just went to a home yesterday. 5G towers are being built around their neighborhood. They didn't even tell them. They have no outs. They had no choice in the matter. It's going to be getting more and more, and they're getting satellites. Tesla, the guy that runs Tesla, is sending satellites into SpaceX, I think is the name of it. into space to blanket the earth with 5G. So it's not getting any better. The good news is that you can fix it. So please do your homework, and read, because if this is an epidemic of biblical proportion, our population can be affected. Our future generations will be affected in one way or another, and you have to protect your family. So please do your due diligence. I'm Dr. Paul, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.